The wickedest man in the world. Recent years, many people have adopted a New Age worldview. They read parapsychology. They practice different forms of meditation and rituals. Many people pull tarot cards on a daily basis. Thousands of seekers around the world are doing this. But there is a question that many never ask: who actually created these cards? One example is Aleister Crowley, the very man whose tarot cards people have been using for decades. It is time to start asking questions. Aleister Crowley was a British occultist who was born in 1875. As a young man, he inherited a significant fortune and spent much of it on prostitutes, drugs, and the practice of sexual magic. The press of his time called him the wickedest man in the world. He called himself the Great Beast 666. That was not satire. That was deliberate. Crowley rejected Christianity and openly mocked its moral framework. His life mission was to commit the unforgettable sin: blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. He founded a spiritual philosophy called Thelema, built around one central command: do what thou will, that shall be the whole of the law. In other words, absolute personal will as the highest principle. He claimed to have received a channeled text from a spiritual entity in Egypt known as the Book of the Law. From that point forward, he presented himself as the prophet of a new spiritual age. Crowley became involved with the occult order Ordo Templi Orientis and eventually led its British branch. In 1920, he founded a notorious commune in Italy called the Abbey of Thelema. The community practiced ritual magic, sexual experimentation, and heavy drug use. That included animal sacrifice. Accounts from visitors described chaotic living conditions. Basic responsibilities like cleaning, cooking, and maintaining order were not part of their will. In 1923, one member, Raoul Loveday, died after becoming seriously ill. One of Crowley's children also died at the age of 8 months in the abbey, apparently due to the poor conditions. These incidents caused public outrage. Soon after, Mussolini expelled Crowley from Italy. Crowley's life was full of scandal. Many people who moved within his circle later experienced tragic outcomes: mental breakdowns, addiction, and suicides. During one mountaineering expedition, 4 members of his climbing party died, and afterward he was heavily criticized and accused of indifference. Crowley himself died impoverished and heavily addicted to heroin. But his selfish beliefs did not disappear with him. They continued to spread, influencing later spiritual movements, counterculture ideologies, and strands of New Age thinking. What survived was not merely a personality, but a worldview rooted in radical self-will and the rejection of moral boundaries. By the 1960s, his philosophy resurfaced in counterculture movements. His image appears on the LP cover of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin purchased Crowley's former mansion. Ozzy Osbourne released a song titled Mr. Crowley. Artists across rock culture embraced variations of his central mantra: do what thou wilt. Absolute freedom. No moral boundaries. No higher authority. And all this time, we were pulling tarot cards designed under the system Crowley helped shape. Speaking of balance. Speaking of spiritual growth. Without asking, who laid the foundation? So the next time someone hands you a tarot deck, you might ask yourself, do you know whose philosophy is behind it? And more importantly, do you know the kind of people who helped shape the spiritual currents of the New Age movement?